The combination of Mahesh Narayanan and Fahad Fasil has always been exciting. Whether it be the 2017 film Takeoff or the inventive and efficiently executed film See You Soon, there is a combination of effective storytelling and technical brilliance that is a constant in Narayanan's directorial work. Malik is a highly anticipated Malayalam film that has finally released on Amazon Prime Video. The film focuses on the life of Suleiman Malik, played by Fahad Fasil, and covers several instances that take place in his life from the transformative young years to the present day where he is an aged old man. Mahesh Narayanan has brilliantly integrated fictional towns and characters in the storyline while taking inspiration of the several anecdotes he himself has noticed in the coastal regions of Western Kerala. Spanning a time period from the 1960s to the present day, the film showcases the journey of Suleiman, his growing prominence in the community, the conflict that arises in a society where communities once lived in harmony, and how life goes spiraling downwards as the public find themselves at constant loggerheads with political figures and the police force. Here's me telling you the good and bad aspects of Malik so that you guys can ultimately decide whether to watch it on Amazon Prime Video or not. The underwhelming aspects. What could be the points of contention? I'm only going to expand on two topics that might come across as demerits to the film for some viewers. One aspect that I wholeheartedly was not convinced by was the ice-breaking moment between Jojo George's character and Suleiman Malik. People might be torn about this point, but the ease with which Suleiman wins over the loyalty of the new collector in charge seemed too convenient for me. While I can't reveal too much of the specifics of their interaction, I just felt that in the journey of Suleiman's prominence and what comes as a momentary roadblock is easily resolved, almost as if there was nothing to worry about in the first place. Secondly, this is just a cautionary point because I feel it is totally justified with the number of topics that the movie fleshes out, and that is the length. The movie is 2 hours and 41 minutes long, and it is in every shape and form an epic crime thriller saga. The running minutes never seem to come across as labored or exhausting, but I'm just presenting this point to alarm you that this is a wild ride that you need to be in store for, and that the running minutes do make sense for simply the magnitude of characters and subplots that it successfully sheds light on. The good. Technically outstanding. This film from a technical standpoint is something to marvel at, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that this film in a theatre would have been extremely epic. It also tells you the brilliance of most Malayalam film storylines, as most of the time we try to defend films that are meant for theatres and don't have the same impact on the OTT platform, whereas in most of the cases of movies coming out of Kerala, you actually love the film in both mediums and actually crave for the theatre experience. Sanu John Varghese has executed the cinematography of this film, and the exemplary work will be made clear of the spectacular first shot that carries on for 13 minutes and 42 seconds. While Malayalam cinema has made a name for itself with its long and complex shots, the opening sequence stands out for not only the proficient manner in which it captures the world of Malik, but because in its introductory scene itself it provides you an insight of the relationships, characters, and the atmosphere of the film. There are several shots throughout the movie that you will be amazed by, and the beautiful camera work and the choreography led by the beats with which characters cue their entry and exits showcases you to the level of detailing that these creators seek for. Sushin Shyam has composed the music of this film, and it is another standout technical aspect as it is transportive in nature, capturing the mood and theme of the film with ease. While the romantic track Tiram is extremely beautiful, I thought even the background score assisting the moments of combat or somber occasions fit perfectly in the film. Social context. What will stand out for you regarding Malik is how it portrays the constantly evolving relationships of various communities that at one point of time did not create rifts with one another on the basis of religion. Mahesh Narayanan was once asked why he put forth religion as such an integral part of the storyline, and he with absolute clarity stated that to deny these communities and religion don't go hand in hand will be ignorant, as it is more or less an extension of their character and being. Through personal anecdotes, the director has acquired information of the conflict that arises between the Muslim and Christian communities in the coastal regions of Western Kerala. It, through its fictional characters, expands on these relationships. What once were communities that stayed in harmony with one another find themselves as mere tools to the people in positions of power, fueling anger and animosity amongst them. This is brilliantly expanded over the several decades that Malik sheds light on. For each monumental or disastrous moment, there is a debate about identity and inclusion, and this brilliantly is integrated to the storyline, so much so that the destructive decisions of characters have context as you understand their predicament. Credit has to be given to the exemplary writing of Mahesh Narayanan for the same. The supporting cast. The ensemble cast is so bloody talented in this film. It makes me so grateful for this OTT revolution that we have had, that we can become privy to the abundant talent that exists all over the country. Nimisha Sajayan as Rosalind at this point of time just impresses with every role that she features in. She is emotional, loyal, and extremely aware of what she has signed up for, being in a relationship with Suleiman. There is an ease and conviction to her performance that is consistent in the several roles she has done. Joju George as Anwar Ali and Sanal Aman as Freddie in their respective roles assimilate perfectly in this world. Dilesh Pothan, who at this point of time has become a regular feature for me in Malayalam cinema, as Abu Bakr is simply brilliant. His growing political influence and relationship with Fahad keeps you engaged and cautious of their next step. Whenever he is featuring in any fictional role, I often find myself doubting his intentions every time. It is, however, Vinay Fort as David who stands out as the show stealer from the supporting cast. He is always on the edge, fearful of conflict, and finds himself in several instances to be a victim of circumstance. His vulnerability and want to be acknowledged is something that is so beautifully communicated by the actor. Fahad Fasil. This man just keeps on delivering us the gift of sheer talent and range. Fahad as Suleiman Malik covers various timelines for the character, from being a young ruffian trying to do what's best for his community to being cautious of everyone's ulterior motive at an old age. Fahad not only physically transforms himself, but brings forth this maturity that is required for a character that ages right in front of us. It is known that Fahad speaks with his eyes, but I may just say that this is without a doubt put in my mind that he is one of the most naturally gifted actors we have in the country today. There is an effective minimalism to his performance that communicates so well in front of camera. A performance like this only excites you on what lies ahead, and there is so much more to see in the future. It's insane to know that Malik, which has been made on a budget of close to 25 crores, is at least till now Fahad's most expensive project that he has been a part of. It's also crazy to know that this was the first movie that Mahesh Narayanan actually wanted to make, but it got delayed due to the sheer budget that was required. To see it all come into fruition and be executed with such layers and attention to detail, you can clearly see why parallels are being created with Godfather and Costa Gavra's filmography. The canvas itself spans generations, requires a historical context, showcases families, illegal businesses, the possibility of deceit, puts the police and political figures as influential factions that manipulate and use the common man as pawns and rile them against one another. Malik is truly special in so many ways, and I'll go on to even say that it may just be my favorite film of 2021 till now. Don't miss this at any cost. And that was the video, guys. Write it down in the comments below what you thought about the movie. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram, the handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.